Hey there guys, I'm back with a new video. Today I'll be breaking down Johnny Cage and giving you my overall thoughts about him. But before I do that, I have a bit of sad news for people who are getting Mortal Kombat X on last gen consoles. A couple of days ago we got confirmation that the last gen versions of Mortal Kombat X will be delayed till June. I hate to be the guy that brings sad news, but it is what it is. I hope it will be worth the wait and that the last gen versions of Mortal Kombat X will be just as good as the current one. Now with that said, I'll talk about Johnny Cage. I just want to give my overall thoughts about the whole Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade and Jax making it back situation. I said before that I think they shouldn't be in as playable characters, and I still stand by what I said, but now that they are officially revealed, I'm happy for their fans and I'm not upset about them being in. Would I have picked different characters over them? Sure, we still need characters like Cabal, Noob, Havoc, Tanya, Smoke, Fujin, Baraka, or an actual fucking cyborg, but like I said, now that they are officially revealed, I'm not upset one bit. Because I'm happy for the people that like Sonya Blade, Jax and Johnny Cage. I don't hate the actual characters, I just say that Mortal Kombat X doesn't have as much variety as previous Mortal Kombat games. And don't get me wrong, because people misunderstood me in my roster disappointment video. I'm not saying that Mortal Kombat X sucks, because it's a very awesome game and I'm still hyped for it. I'm also not saying that characters like Jax, Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage, or even the new characters like Kung Jin, Takeda, Jackie and Cassie Cage suck. They don't. All I'm saying is the roster as a whole sucks, not the characters themselves. If you remember a while back, there was a lot of talk about if Mortal Kombat X is going to lack female characters, and it does lack female characters. We have Melina, Kitana, Sonya Blade, Cassie Cage, Devora, Jackie and Farah if you count her. So basically 7 female characters and about 20 male characters. The point I'm trying to make is that the game is awesome, but the roster is not that impressive. I don't want anybody misunderstanding me and saying that because I say the roster is not that impressive, I mean that the game sucks or that the new characters suck. I don't. I just wish that there was more variety in the game. Okay, now that I got all of that out of the way, let's talk about Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage is actually one of the few characters that I'm interested in trying out, and I'll get to why later. For now, let's talk about his first variation that we got to see, which is Fist of Cuffs. This variation is heavily focused on damaging combos and fast hitting moves. In this variation, you'll gain the ability to buff your attacks, but they'll only do more chip damage, not more normal damage. For example, if an opponent is blocking, they receive more chip damage than they normally would. But if they are not blocking, they receive normal damage when they are hit. And honestly, this is the way to play Johnny Cage. People who made Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 9 will be super happy with this variation. He is a great rushdown character, and this variation will make him an even better rushdown character. In this variation, he also gains a backflip move, and it's very weird that he has this variation because it's actually a move that's more useful for a zoner rather than a rushdown character. It's more of a bait move than an actual move you do in a combo or as a combo starter. So it seems very weird for me that he has in this variation that favors a rushdown player. Now in this variation, there's also one last cool thing. When Johnny Cage is near the end of his life bar, all his special moves start glowing red instead of green. They also start doing significantly more damage. The second variation that we got to see is called Stun Double, and this is the reason I want to try out Johnny Cage so bad. Noob Saibot is one of my favorite characters, and to be quite honest, this variation should have been for Noob Saibot rather than Johnny Cage, but for people that like Noob Saibot like me, this is the closest thing to Noob Saibot we will have in Mortal Kombat X. It's a very simple variation, not much to it. You basically gain 2 clones and you can send them out to do a special move or to help you out with combos. Johnny Cage also gains the ability to shoot his force ball straight ahead instead of high or low, which adds a lot to his zoning abilities because now that it goes straight ahead, it's faster. The last variation is called A-List. Now this variation seems to be the more complex variation and the harder one to get into. It's basically focused on Johnny Cage charging up his attacks, and in this variation he also gets the same backflip move from the Fist of Cuffs variation. But in this variation he also gains the ability to meter burn his nut punch on hit confirm, meaning whenever you see the nut punch connect you can meter burn it and get a pop-up from it. This is a very useful thing because it almost guarantees that you won't waste your meter. I could see a lot of competitive players using this variation, but for casual players it's just too messy. Overall Johnny Cage looks great and plays great. I'm looking forward to trying him out and figuring out what I can do with the Stun Double variation. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button for more amazing videos. And as always guys, stay awesome.
These thoughts are hard to place, but we be living in the shadows.